God damn it. Stupid thing. Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, BC? It's Todd Guy, the Thrashing Zombie here. I got a Vinyl Finds video and vinyl pickups. I got a lot of metal today. A lot of metal. And I'm not feeling the greatest today. Last 3 days, I'm kind of feeling kind of shitty. Hopefully it's not the COVID. So it's going to be a fairly quick video, but I got a lot of metal here that I purchased. Most of it's new. Got a couple, maybe one or two used. But I got some stuff that's not metal first. Funny thing is, this album right here, Cosmic Vinyl, Brian over at Cosmic Vinyl, actually was playing this and showed this album, and I thought to myself, God, I really want a copy of that. And a few days later, I went to the Queechee Antique place, and there's a new vendor with records, a whole bunch of good stuff. There's a lot of Beatles and Kiss, and I got to the soundtrack section he had, and like the fourth, fifth one in was this one. It's the Warrior soundtrack. What an incredible movie this is. This is one of my favorite movies. I remember seeing this. It was shown on TV in the late 70s, early 80s. So I was pretty excited to get this. Pretty good condition. I got that. Also at Queechee, I got these other two. I got this Cheap Trick All Shook Up. I don't know if I know any songs on here. I can't really read the titles. The red lettering just doesn't really work. Yeah, I don't know any of these songs on here, but whatever. Doesn't want to go back in. Cheap Trick All Shook Up. And I got some Patti Smythe. I think it's pronounced Smythe. Could be Smith. I think it's Smythe though. First solo album, Never Enough. It's right after The Warrior. Yeah. Kind of sounds like Scandal. This was, what's this, 80 something. I'm trouble seeing. 1987 this came out. And a couple more that aren't metal. Picked these up at Consign and Design. The Who Live at Leeds. It's a reissue from, I think it said the late 70s, maybe early 80s. It says it was previously released on Decca album Old Number DL 79175. This is MCA 2022. So it's an MCA version. It's a pretty good album. I like The Who. This one, along with that one, I found this one, David Bowie. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. This is also a reissue from the, I think I said there, late 70s. Originally it was 1972. It's a good album. Suffragate City. Suffragate City. I don't know. Sorry, my mind's a little. Alright, now we're getting into the metal. I bought this not realizing that it was a 10-inch. This is my first 10-inch record. sucks, it comes in a paper sleeve, and I don't have 10-inch MoFi sleeves or anything like that, so it's got to stay in the paper sleeve. Paper sleeves suck. But it's a split between Exhumed and Gruesome, which is a band that has both. They both have Matt Harvey on guitar and vocals, and he's the only one in both bands. So where Exhumed is more gruesome kind of stuff. Songs are Rot Your Brain, Buried to Die, and Dead or Deadest. And then Gruesome is more like a band that worships the band Death. A mind decayed, led into the dark. It's a pretty good album. I'm not a huge fan of Exhumed, but anything gruesome I'll get. It just comes on this black vinyl, 10-inch, runs at 45 speed. I bought this through Bandcamp on one of the Fridays, where they didn't take their cut, and the artist got all the money. Didn't realize it was a 10-inch though. I'm not a huge fan of 10-inch records. But they have another edition that's colored vinyl. And then I just got this. I bought this through Bandcamp as well. This is a band called Creeping Death. I listened to it a few times. I haven't listened to the album, the record yet though. I listened to it streaming. They're death metal. This is called Wretched Illusions. It's from E1. Songs like Ripping Through Flesh, Captivity, Bloodlust, Contamination, Sinner's Torch, Corroded from Within, Peeled from Reality, World Decay, Wretched Illusions, Dawn of Time, and Consumed. It came out last year. It comes on this 180 gram vinyl, and it's one side's like this, and the other side's like this. So it's pretty cool. Death metal in the vein of Gatecreeper, stuff like that. If you like Gatecreeper, check out Creeping Death, man. Simple and brutal, much like a baseball bat from Revolver. And then the Almighty Slayer. I had this in my Save for Later list on Amazon for a long time. God Hates Us All. I have to admit, I listened to this and it does sound better on here than it does on streaming or even a CD. It's not so, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like I said, my brain's not really working too well. Here's the original cover. Good songs on here though. Darkness of Christ, Disciple, God Send Death, Threshold, Exile, Bloodline, Warzone, Payback. And I like how they always send them in like these MoFi type of sleeves too. They're not MoFi, but they're kind of like MoFi sleeves. My South of Heaven was like this as well. And I got this. Finally pulled the trigger on this one as well. Death Angel, Killing Season. This is the one that the vinyl and the CD, which I probably won't listen to because I have a CD of it already. It comes like this. This is the one where the low end is extremely high on this album. You have to turn the bass down, I think, for this one. But Lord of Hate, Sonic Beatdown, Dethroned, Buried Alive, Soulless, The Noose, When Worlds Collide, God vs. God, Steal the Crown, Resurrection Machine. I mean, Carnival Justice, it's not really my favorite song, but it's pretty good. Custom center labels. So yeah, come from Nuclear Blast, it says black vinyl. Got it through Amazon though. And this is the one I just received. I'm excited to get this as well. It's from a Music on Vinyl. 30th anniversary edition of 666 numbered copies on silver and black vinyl, 180 gram. That's Prong, Beg to Differ. Nice glossy cover. It's a 3-piece. I mean, if you don't know Prong, what's the matter with you? This isn't my favorite album from the earlier years. The other one, Prove You Wrong, that's my favorite one. But this one is good as well. You know, Beg to Differ, Intermenstrual DSB, great name. Lost and Found, Take It in Hand, Right to Nothing, Prime Cut, Just the Same. I got number 142. Yeah, I do like some Prong. This is my first Prong album. And like I said, silver and gray. Yeah, so Prong, Beg to Differ. Music on Vinyl, 666 copies. And then this one, King Diamond, Them. I remember listening to this all the time as a teenager. This is a black version, 180 gram black vinyl. Comes with a lyric insert and free download code. Metal Blade Records. I didn't think I was going to be able to get one of these because where I originally looked, they didn't have any left. They sold out. But there goes the download code. Left it in the shrink. So this, yeah, love this album. Even though I like this one and Abigail. But then after this, I kind of lost interest. So, I mean, a lot of people love King Diamond. I love this album though. Every song, just a story, concept album. From the Asylum, Welcome Home, The Invisible Guest, T, Mother's Getting Weaker, Bye Bye Missy, A Broken Spell, The Accusation Chair, Them, Twilight Symphony, and Coming Home. Andy LaRocque, how do you want to say that? Mickey D on drums, Andy LaRocque was guitar, Pete Black is guitar, and Hal Patino on bass. I mean, it all just gels so good together, all the instruments. It's such a great story too. I'll get that in a minute. And the last one is an album I got on CD, and this band disbanded, and they formed another band called Idle Hands. Well, not everybody, but some of the band members created Idle Hands, which is more of a gothic, doomy kind of band. this band was more straight up heavy metal in a way, I guess. And when they disbanded on Facebook, one of the band members, the guitarist, lead singer, somebody, I don't remember who it was selling off all their merchandise. You know, they had cassettes, they had CDs, they had vinyl, they had shirts. That's where I got my CD, was that way. And at the time, because they disbanded like 4 years ago, I think. It was quite a while ago. It was before I started actually actively buying vinyl like I am now. And I didn't buy the vinyl because I was like, I'm never going to listen to it, not thinking, hey, maybe it'll be worth money someday. Because that's not how I think anyway. But then somebody was selling this on Discogs, I think. It was only like $15, maybe 20. I don't remember exactly. But I really like this album. This is Spellcaster. And I may have worn that shirt in some of my videos. It says Night Hides the World. It was still in the shrink when I got it. It wasn't sealed though. It's only got 8 songs. Yeah. And the thing about this one, sorry, I heard my kid upstairs. I thought she was coming down. I thought I was gonna have to pause it. But the thing about this album, which I didn't, I read it through Discogs. It's a misprint. Not only a misprint, it was a mistake, kind of. What happened was they put the what am I thinking? They put the labels. They're reversed. Side 1 is actually side 2, and side 2 is actually side 1. And I forgot that. I put it on side 1 thinking, okay. I'm sitting there listening. I've listened to this album multiple times. I know the songs, what's supposed to be next. I put it on side 1, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. What the fuck? So side 1 is actually side 2, and side 2 is actually side 1. But, yeah, and I don't know if I actually call them straight up heavy metal, kind of heavy metal, sort of new wave British heavy metal. The singing, somebody had mentioned before, I read something that, this is Prosthetic Records, by the way. It's kind of emo singing. This came out in 2016, and they disbanded shortly after this album came out. So, Night Hides the World. Oh, I didn't bring those in because I was sick Friday and left early. I bought some CDs as well. I bought a White Lion Greatest Hits on CD, and Cinderella Long Cold Winter on CD, and this Corrosion of Conformity's Deliverance on CD. I already have this CD, but I didn't have a case for it because I let somebody borrow it. And they're the type of people that take the CD out, put it in like one of those folder things, and disregard the CD case and all the booklet, which I never understood. Why would you do that? So all I have is the CD, and I didn't have the case, and it's $3. So I said, well, I have a case now, and I have another CD. The other one I have is kind of scratched anyway. So of course, it's a good album. Heaven's Not Overflowing, Albatross, Clean My Wounds was always my favorite song up here. Broken Man's pretty good. 7 Days, Deliverance, Shake Like You. This is 1994. This is after Blind. Yeah, after Blind came out. And I bought one cassette. White Lion's Main Attraction. I thought this was their one before Pride came out, but I don't. This is 1991. So it's after Pride and Big Game. think. I assume. I don't know. Yeah, because the original one was called something else. Actually, I haven't listened to this yet. I've just been kind of relaxing because I may have the COVID. So, I don't think I do have the COVID, but I just feel like shit. Anyway, that was it. It's longer than I expected it to be. I'm sorry. Rock on. Thanks for watching.